how many years ago did you do the Market Square Civic Centre?
Oh, I did that about 2.5 years ago.
And it was beautiful, wasn't it?
It wasn't bad. Everyone was interested in it. Everybody bought into the concept. So I mean, there's it doesn't have to be exactly like that. Obviously.
No, but well, basically, I'll bring it up on screen, guys.
Yeah.
It was Eamon did a sort of, you explain
perspective.
It's
a rendering showing the Plaza Mayor or the Rathaus in Denmark or Germany. You know, the town hall. That was the origins of this town hall, the Civic Centre, where people could meet. So at the ground level, you'd have certain civic functions and all that. And then round it, you could have a square where you could have a farmer's market. You could have, in the wintertime, like in the Rockefeller Centre, it could be filled up with water, you know.
But unfortunately, I understand that a deal couldn't be reached with the developer. And now we're in a situation that I think both of us described the new location. It's sort of like the run to the litter, isn't it?
It's
like,
a bit,
it was the last stand of. And what I found concerning about it is when you have such a lovely vision, and I'll bring it up on the screen later. We're now in a situation that because of the site is quite small, and I was told that the only reason why they picked that site is they had to because it's the only one they own. Is it potentially now 8 or 9 stories, and it has to be sort of shoehorned in vertically because the site's so small. And the area, I think, and maybe you would be more qualified to me, it's not an area where you could put something that would be iconic.
No. Well, do you know what? No more than the Cork man would say, if I was starting, I wouldn't start from here. Yeah. You're already setting up a whole pile of problems. First of all, you have the Lewis Bridge, which is quite iconic. Yeah. This thing, if it's going to be high rise, will be sticking up right beside it. It's right in a sea of traffic everywhere. And one of the central concepts of this thing was to have a plaza where people could meet. It's not just the civic building, it's the context has to be right. And the plaza was central to this.
Because there was the other funny thing when I look at Dundrum, and this is what I was saying to one of the councillors the other evening, was there was an opportunity here to do something beautiful.
There was.
And unfortunately, I find there's a sort of a defeatist attitude. Well, we couldn't get Plan A, so now we're on Plan Z,
which is compromised.
Which is compromised.
Don't do it at all.
So it's a case of we're going to have a civic centre that could have been iconic, and a shoehorned in. And what the worst thing about where the civic centre is positioned is
it's on the edge.
It's on the edge, and then further on down, it's going to have what will be potentially high-rise blocks as well. So
I saw a rendering of the developer actually opposite your house, more or less. It's 17 floors or 16 floors. I mean, that's higher than Liberty Hall.
One thing about the social media I do, you say people post up stuff like, and they go, oh, well, you know, best of luck with your campaign, but you want to see what they did to such and Dunleary, you want to see what they did to whatever. And there's this sort of sense across Dublin that
it's
people
all
feel they've just been steamrolled.
Steamrolled. And history.
Do you think, Eamon, it is the planners, or do you think, in defence of planners, in relation to that have to make these, it's coming from upstairs, it's coming from the political parties that they're saying, we need this, so don't come to us with 6 and 7 stories, come to us, we want high-rise, we have thousands of people coming in from overseas, we have thousands of people on the homeless list, we have thousands of social housing.
Yeah, well, that's true, and that has to be addressed.
So the planners have this pressure on them.
I know. The problem, though, is the planning system. We have this zoning. Zoning is like a map, and you say industry there, housing there, coloured on a map, and that's it. It's an arbitrary. There's another level missing of urban design at a lower level, a granular level. It's missing.
Well, Eamon, thank you so much for calling up. We covered a lot of ground there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.